volume. Alrighty, welcome everyone. I am Giri. We are back once again with another drawing stream. Today, we will be drawing Gawr Gura, our infinitely cute and famous VTuber. So, yeah, that'll be fun. We're also going to be doing a little bit of a anatomy study with this, since Gura gets memed on for feet jokes a lot. She seemed appropriate because when I draw feet, I am not very good at it. So we're going to be drawing some Gura feet today. I'm thinking a nice kind of like arms wrapped around the legs sort of pose will do nicely here. And then we'll put like the feet kind of front and center, interacting with each other. What do we got? Sorry for missing the last few streams. We're either busy or sleeping. Oh, it's not a problem. Don't worry about it, mate. You know, you got your own life to live. I'll live. I'll persist whether or not people view my streams. But no, it's all good. I appreciate you when you're here. If you can't make it, it's no big deal. You don't have to apologize. But yeah, let's see. We're gonna kind of sketch in some feet. I'm not exactly sure what kind of pose we want the feet in, but I want them interacting with each other some. So, and I want her like arms wrapped around her legs, so we can just kind of tuck the long sleeves of her shirt over her hands and call it a day. And then we can put her face kind of just up above her arms there. That way we can spend most of our effort focusing on the feet in the painting here. Let's edit and transform perspective. There we go. Goes nice and close to the camera. We're gonna put a little bit of hair in here, kind of get that straight cut she's got. Maybe get a goofy smile poking over the edge, who knows. Okay. And then let's wrap her tail around the side or something like that. Just kind of vaguely sketch the pose in. And let's pull that up. Okay. Let's see. Now our shoulder's going to be back here. There's going to be kind of a butt sitting on the ground. Okay. We're going to have to worry about that. We'll pull our sweatshirt up enough to cover. Or we may pull the legs closer together or something. Who knows? We'll figure that out when we come to it. Anyways. Let's see. So for now, we're gonna start playing with like feet posing. Pull the toes up a little bit here, so we're seeing just a little bit of the underside of the foot. Feet are really hard to draw, so I have no idea how well this is going to work out. Maybe a little like that. That feels really big. Even for being kind of close to the camera, that feels really big. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of in the range, maybe. I don't know. We'll play with that a little bit, and then let's put, like, the other foot, maybe... Yeah, let's pull the leg closer. We'll put the other foot kind of going over the top. So they're kind of interacting with each other. You can get a little bit of that skin squish as they interact. I'll figure out exactly what the pose is, but something in that range doesn't look good right now, though. Let's see. Because I knew this was going to be a difficult anatomy study, I pulled up some references, some various things. So let's see. That's probably the closest to what we're looking at here. It's like I didn't know what I was going to be drawing, so I had to just kind of guess and grab some generic foot reference. Just kind of like turnarounds and stuff. Let's see, I got the wide part of the foot here. All in the name of getting better at the drawing. So that one day we can be among the gods of drawing and remembered forever. Oh, you know, from this angle you really don't see the heel terribly much, I don't think. It's gonna kinda and then go up into the ankle. Good. A bit more down curve there. This goes up into that. And then we'll pull this up here a bit more. Okay. That's going to be something along the lines out there. It's kind of curved at the shin here. We're going to see a little bit of a inside of the thigh because it squishes when the legs are bent heavily like that. Squish. And we have a little bit of squish over here too, being indicated. Okay. Let's pull the leg a little more vertical. Be more in that range. Though I do want to make it a bit taller as well. Because this one's raised up above the other one, so we've got to make sure that the knee represents as being kind of up higher. Something in that range-ish. We're just going to kind of draw over where we're implying the hands to be for now. I don't think that heel ankle thing is quite what it should be. Yeah, that might be a little closer. What if we pull that a little more out and down, and then kind of just maybe a little bit. It's hard to say. Starts to get the general idea, though, I think. I want to pull this a little farther out, though. So we can get a little more curve in these twos. There you go. And maybe let's bend this one down a little bit. So it's a little more like she's wrapping one foot around the other. There we go. And draw the little beans in. Toe beans. That's just fun to say. Toe beans. Okay, so we're doing something in the kind of like that. Okay, pull that up a little more. Let's get a little bit of a knuckle there at the toe. Do this. It's going to be a little more in that range, I think. It's probably good. A little more heel. His feet still feel very big compared to the Gura we're working with here, so we may probably going to have to liquefy or transform or something to get the size more accurate, but that's not right here and now. That's down the road. That's a problem for future Giri. This, I think, needs to be lower or longer. You ever do that? You be like, hey, this problem's going to be a problem for future me instead of today. Today you, just because you're like, I don't want to deal with it, and you refer to future you as though they're a completely different person that doesn't have to deal with your problems, or that specifically has to deal with your problems, and that you aren't dealing with your problems by future you dealing with it. Let's see, so this is going to be a bit of a knee there. We're just drawing this part in to make sure we get the knees and leg right. We will be erasing. Yes, though mostly for cleaning. But yeah, also, what you up to today? Code, you working on some more models there? Gotten ready for your tournament yet? You had your practice matches? That's coming up for you. And let's have a little bit of faded one kind of in here. Because we're just kind of putting a little bit of shadow to indicate the edge of the shin. There we go. Let's see, we'll have this lump here. There's a second kind of tendon going down into the foot there. Oh. And this should be a bit more like that. Get a little more three-dimensionality into it. Okay. Let's tighten up that ankle a little bit. And then we want to come down and be like thigh. Gura thigh. Goombas thigh. Just doing nothing really. Hit a bit of a painting block, wondering if I should get some more stuff to overcome it. But that's how piles of shame start. They're not piles of shame. They're collection that you'll never get to. And that someday you might decide you want to get to. You should be proud of all the miniatures you've collected. Let's get a little bit of butt in there. kind of distinguish where the thigh ends and the butt starts. A bit better. There we go. I'll keep the legs kind of covering between there, just to keep it a little more YouTube safe. And, you know, pull the sweatshirt up. Let's see, so this bottom foot still feels really big compared to the top one. The shape of the top one's really nice right now, and I like that, which is good. Maybe you might even pull this toe up just a little bit. More in that range, which gives us a little more room for the other toes, the other beans. There we go. That actually makes the other beans look a little more even in size, which is good. Let's see. Need to work on this bottom foot a little bit. Get it more size appropriate. Let's see, I think we're gonna need to go. Now, I considered maybe giving her stockings, but I don't think so. Like, I definitely think that that's got some, certainly got some appeal on the internet, but I'm not sure that that's necessarily where we want to go for this particular painting. And I suppose I could do one of those things where people do two copies of the same picture, one with the trait, the other without, but I've never really been one to do those. Let's see, let's bring this big toe up just a little more. And then I do think I want to, so let's separate this foot off onto its own layer so we don't accidentally ruin it. There we go. Cut. And just lock that. And then we want to shrink this just a little bit so it feels more in the same size as the other foot. Or like that. And I guess we don't see a heel there terribly much, but, you know, maybe that's okay. Let's see. We could pull this one out a bit, but that kind of ruins the arms around the knees. So we're going to have to go up on this. Oh, true, though I do have an unfinished War Master Titan arm. 3 Scarab Occult Terminators that still need trim, though it hurts my eyes to do it. War Dog, but also needs magnets, and a Chaos Marine. Oh, psh, is that all? Is that all your backlog has, Code? That's nothing. I've got that many things on backlog for commission painting. I think for my own miniatures collection, I probably have close to 3,000 miniatures stocked up that I want to paint but haven't gotten around to. And like 2 or 3 anime figure style things. Actually like 4 anime figure style things. Only painted a couple of those, but they're fun, so I do want to paint more of them, more of the ones out of my collection. There's no such thing as a backlog of shame, as far as I'm concerned. It's a collection of opportunities. That's what it should be thought of as. There's also 5 Hellblasters, but I don't really feel like painting them because I built and primed them before I learned the glory of subassembly. Oh, so you just need an airbrush to deal with those. You just kind of tape off some parts and you airbrush it, and it's like a non-issue. You can do with an airbrush in an hour what takes, assuming you do good taping, you can do with an airbrush in an hour what takes 6 by standard brush, and it looks more even. The colors are better looking. But yeah, if you're doing big models, get yourself an airbrush, mate. They're really nice. I can link the one I have in the Discord at some point if you'd like, and I think it ran me about $90. So really not that bad, and then you can just get like any old air pump for them. And your standard Citadel paints work just fine with them. You just mix them like 10-to-1 with rubbing alcohol, and you can use them as airbrush paint just fine. I mean, yeah, overcomplicated paint schemes is one thing, but you can still go, okay, this big section here, I can get it done in, 10 minutes with an airbrush. And then what you do is you get some painter's tape, and you lay it over the part you airbrushed, and boom, you can now airbrush the next part. It takes no time at all. Like, it takes more time to set up and take down the airbrush than it does to actually get the paint onto the model when you're airbrushing. Okay, from this, let's get you a little bit more right size. Like, I use airbrush to deal with like 30mm models. I guarantee even the most complex Titan models you can easily use an airbrush for. They're so amazingly useful for getting started. I always finish with a standard paintbrush for stuff, but airbrushing is like the way to go to get started. You can get super nice gradients too. So that's there. Okay, kind of have that blocked in roughly. I'm a little worried about these toes. Like, I don't think they're great here. I unfortunately didn't get a good reference for something like that. So that particular pose, as far as I can tell, might. Yeah, let's take a peek here. Maybe this will help. a little bit of the toe knuckle. Maybe? I don't know. That might be a good thing, that might not be. A little bit of the toes underside. Okay. That's probably close enough to get started on more complex painting parts. So get that thigh in here. Maybe we want the thigh on the outside, actually. Makes her butt really wide. So maybe try and keep a little more behind her. Because the Goombas does not have the widest bum. Just the widest eyes. Yeah. Yeah, that seems like it would work. Okay, we're gonna drop a new layer on so we can kind of play with those arms a bit more. We're gonna need to play with that tail. We actually could probably pull like the tail up in the middle here or something. It should be sitting right on it in this pose, I think. So we may need to adjust that. Anyway, arms. These are kind of big and we don't need to worry too much about them because long sleeves. Long Gura sleeves. You gotta worry a little bit about the cloth. That's not gonna be too much of an issue, I don't think. And then let's pull this up and down here a little bit. I'm gonna put a little bit of a slant in them to help indicate that they're going with the flow of the knees here. See a little bit of shoulder here. Might get a little bit of that. The hood there. Gura neck will be here-ish. Probably more here, given that center line. Drop the opacity on these two layers just a bit. Yeah, so it's gonna be about there. Pull that together. Let's pull that more here. Ah, excellent. Need a bit more there. Looks like it's kind of on top of it a bit more. Another shadow in there. Just got to decide if I want Age of Darkness box with the Trader Marine rule or another night. It's a good question. I mean, you seem to have a lot of the knights, and you seem to really like them. I guess I would personally go with another night, but that is completely up to you. this. A little more hair in there, a little more hair here. Kind of the sides of the hair there, a little bit there, hairpin, hairpin, just a profile there on that side, pull over, there we go, got a like rough sketch, and put big goofy Gura smile in, shot. And Gura's widest eyes ever. Oh, that is a silly looking face. That is the silliest looking face ever. Need to refine this just a little bit. Into the silliest looking shark face ever. Shork. Okay. Gura if she was a hammerhead, right? I mean, Gura as a hammerhead, her eyes would be like out here. Oh, now I want to see that for a moment. We're gonna draw that just briefly. Just briefly. There we go. Hammerhead Gura almost looks more normal than the last thing. Okay. Now, we'll be a bit more serious about this. A little less memeing on the eyes. And Gura's super wide eyes. Also, we're going to have to unmeme that overbite. Because Gura doesn't have an overbite. Shark. There we go. That's a lot cuter looking now. There we go. Shark. Alright, so we're actually going to have to come in here just briefly and cut this down lower. So it's going to have to go down like that so we can pull the tail through here, but we got the tail being pulled through here. So that's going to solve any YouTube friendliness problems. Okay, and we'll take a chomp out right here. What's this? Messages. What's this? Oh. Oh, I see. Okay, there we go. That kind of gets that together. Kind of fade that out a little bit. And we're going to drop the opacity on that layer down. Oh, apparently we also needed the arms down. There we go. Those are all nice low opacity. We can scratch most of the opacity of this. Let's do that this way. Or rather, scratch the sketch in that layer. That way we're pretty much down to just what we actually need here. That toe, there we go. There we go. That's pretty. That actually is kind of cute looking. Cuter than I expected, even. Let's merge these together. Then we will scalar to fill. Kind of shave that off since we're not going to need it there. Okay. There would be a need for a line right in there, though. Cool. All right, let's get drawn in the actual, stuff. The colors. The fun part. Let's get some nice warm skin tones to start with. We're just gonna go full paint mode. This is obviously warmer than Gura's actual skin tone, but we'll adjust it later as we need. Let's see. Jump to our blues. She's a little more green in that blue for her coat. There we go. That's a little closer. And even be slightly more green. Very slightly more. Yeah, that's a good blue for that. Some of those in there, on there, on there. Up, 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 up. Grab a nice light blue. Actually, I probably should have held off on doing the hair streaks for done those after we did this, but meh, we're here. There we go. Now we can pull the hair streaks in. How many more does she have? She's got another one. That's right there. She's got that one. One's like right here. One's here. And another one there. There we go. Pull some of this blue in here. That wrapped under her. Get that tail blued. including in there. Let's see, and then the white-ish from her hair for the ends of the sleeves. And for the end of the coat. Or sweatshirt. Hoodie. One of those words is correct. Okay. That's a good start there. Alrighty. Let's start just kind of playing with the colors on the. Go a little yellow here. Start paint. We're gonna want a little bit up here. Get the flat a bit more. Here. Don't really see the knees, fortunately. We were smart enough to kind of leave those out, so we can largely ignore that. A little bit here, a bit across there, and there, and there. Keep those in. Let's see, we're gonna need to grab a much pinker, redder one for down on the underside, and let's actually lower the opacity even more now that we've got the colors laid in, and we're just gonna use this for a very rough guide as we get other stuff painted. There we go. Let's go a little yellower, a little brighter, so we can get some of those toes to show. Let's also pull out that pink a little bit. There's a tendon there we can make sure to call out. Get the shadow in on the underside of that. Let's see here. This top is very smooth. It's hard to get good definition in there. There is some like differences as we go across some like value and warmth and stuff. So we're gonna be a bit pinker in here, just a little bit, maybe a tiny bit more saturated. Going through here as that's all highlighted. Right at the top in the slightly fattier, padded area, it's going to get a little bit yellower. And I don't mean like fatty as in like there's chunks of fat there. I mean there's like a little bit of cushion around the ankle, on the front of the ankle, where so you don't break your ankle nearly as often. Fleshier is probably a better word. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Okay, let's see. We're gonna a little bit pinker, maybe a touch more saturated right through here. Because again, there's a little bit of a fleshy thing right before the toe beans start, before the tendons emerge there. A little bit of a low spot there as it gets slightly sharp on there. Start pulling out the tops of the where the tendons for the toes are. Let's see. Toe knuckles here. Are they called toe knuckles? I've been calling them toe knuckles, but I don't actually know if they're called toe knuckles. That just was like the way my brain wanted to talk about them, because they're knuckles on the hands, but I don't know if that's what they're called for the feet. More warmth in there for the sole. Start doing our toe beans a little more clearly there. Shave off some of that, or we don't have a toe bean. And we'll get back to her toenails in a little bit. They're not the most important thing right now. Just getting the general shape and flow is really what we're focused on. Let's see. We could maybe put a little more toe. Get some bend in there. That might be nice. There's just a little more variety in them, you know. As sometimes they kind of squish together a little funky. Let's get a little bit of highlight right here to kind of indicate the top of that toe. Pinky toe kind of gets the same thing, but it's really stubby. Let's see, I want a little more whitish yellow right at the top of the knuckles, where the skin gets... because the skin's pulled tight there, almost all the blood's squished out. And you almost only see the very pale yellowish of our skin without any of the blood behind it. Question, you ever read First Contact? I don't think so. Did they make a movie out of that? And was that the one that, like, the movie was about Devil's Tower and stuff? Or, am I thinking of something else? Like, a guy got, like, the aliens wanted to meet people, so they sent psychic dreams to people so they would go to Devil's Tower. Is that the plot of that? It's one Reddit, 806 chapters as of a few minutes. Z. Eight, 806 chapters? That's... So wait, then First Contact is like a webcomic or something? That's a few minutes ago. Not Z. Get a little toe knuckle in there. Separate that. I'm just gonna go up to the other toe. Actually, it probably goes too far. We can. It's gonna be more there. Let's see, and this one's slightly longer again. But yeah, I really don't read very many webcomics at all, so if this is like a Reddit webcomic, I don't think I've read any of it. Story from r/HFY. It's been going since the beginning of the pandemic. Interesting. No, I don't think I've never heard of this thing before. What's it about? Is it like an alien story? Is it related to the pandemic when it started, or? Let's see. Let's put a little bit of up curve in this toe. Get some knuckle there. Kind of wrap it up and around. There we go. Actually, maybe put a little bit more volume here. Let's see, this is probably going to curve a little more there. Yeah, kind of like that. Let's see, and this should probably have a little more height here. Because it's doing its thing. Maybe not. Maybe I was more right earlier. Like the more downward toe, actually, I think. Maybe we could even curve it down a little more. Just kind of have it wrap under some of the others, like I think I had originally drawn it. I don't really know how to explain it that well. It's like it's progressed so far from the beginnings, I don't think it can be summarized at all. It contains massive amounts of references, though. So what, like a Homestuck sort of deal, where it is kind of constantly evolving and changing in plot? Where did it... I guess, what are the first, like, 10 chapters about? Like, what's the starting premise? Let's start there. Let's start getting some toenail in here. You know, Gura paints her toenails a nice, cute, blue. As seen in her summer casual skin. Toes. slim that pinky to just a little bit. There we go. And a little bit of a outline there. Grab our nice blue. Like, I guess my question about it would be like, what's a new reader first to encounter sort of deal? Like, what gets people hooked? There we go. Those are some cute toes. Might be a little on the, might need to soften a little bit just in general. Doesn't quite have that soft, girly feel that they should have. Cute feel. Let's see, I think I want to pull just a little more like orangey saturation in. Right in here. Maybe even more than that. I pulled nearly enough in. Just kind of get a little of that warmth. A little bit of subsurface almost. I think maybe slim that off. Is that? Maybe not. No, I think we like it with that. With the edge there. I can trim the outline just a bit though. There we go. It's not bad for a foot. A little bit our orangey warmth over here. That subsurface kind of going. There we go. Toes. Feet. Let's see here. Let's start pulling the outline of this foot on up into those shins and calves. There we go. Cool. Pull that shadow in right about here. First two chapters are big aliens getting addicted to ice cream and an elven terraforming system. Okay, that's weird. Huh. I can see why that could be a bit difficult to figure out how to describe. Yeah, that definitely has that feeling given that even very basic description there. So it sounds like it's more just kind of short stories about aliens interacting with people then or something? Based on that? Bug, but not... also those first two are more precursor chapters. Let's see, a little bit of that through there. Let's see. Oh, I missed a line. Here we go. Humans and aliens being stumbled soon by a different alien empire. Both are made of multiple alien races. First couple are just aliens going, what? WTF? How about humanity's tech when finding them? Oh, okay. Interesting. So yeah, short stories about aliens and stuff. Okay. That's cool. Sorry, I missed the one line. YouTube chose to quality filter that line out, being like, we don't think that there's like a lot of quality in this particular comment, which I don't know why it sometimes does that. The bug one is a plot thing. Second is more about the human plus aliens tech chapters are more linked together into a giant plot. Oh, okay. Makes sense. Sounds interesting. So it's just like short stories then? Or is it like a web comic? What's the medium it's presented in? Oh. Cool. Let's start bringing some of these colors in on this other foot here. Start making it feel like a real foot too. Pull that orange in. Like a real toe. There we go. It's starting to have the outline of toes. Springs. Picks there are areas that focus on similar things about everything is linked in some way. In the later ones, there's the Steiner Scout Lance with his current tech. It was hilarious to read. Oh, okay. Cool. Okay. I might look into taking a read through that. Or wait, is there anyone that does like readings of it, like audiobook style? That might be a better way for me to consume it, because that, you know, I can throw that on while I'm like doing my drawing stream or something in the background for me to listen to. I do that with other kinds of content now and then, so I'll certainly do that with a story like this, I would guess. Let's see if we can get the top of these beans right. Maybe something like that. Double check. Yeah, it's gonna be kind of like that. And so we're kind of like lifting, curling up. Like that. Gonna be a the Steiner Scout Lance, so it was just a single reference. I don't know if there is an audiobook, but the author has been compiling chapters into books proper. Oh, cool. That's cool. Yeah, I'll have to see if there's anyone that on like YouTube or something that does like an audiobook style reading. Because I know there's a lot of old books do get YouTube amateur audiobooks of them. So there's a surprisingly large community of that sort of thing, and that sounds like a great way for me to consume that sort of deal. Let's see. Okay, this big toe needs to change. Well, let's see, maybe this way, because we're seeing the top of it. So, yeah, a little more like that, I think, because we're kind of seeing the underside of the nail here more than anything. And these nails here. Little bit there. That's there, and kind of curving towards the inside. All right, let's see if we can get some more proper shading in on this. Kind of pull the lights up here. Let's see, well, this through here. Cool. Shin. Get the inside of the calf here, and we should actually probably pull that down a little bit on this side so it looks more like it's slightly lower than the other side, as the foot is slightly lower, so it has to be. Calf would also have to be slightly lower. Gura. Alright, we're an hour and 12 minutes in. That's okay. We might run a little bit long in this one just because, you know, we're doing a study. The point is to try and learn something here about how feet work. So running a little long is not a problem. A little bit of that white through there. There we go. Let's see. We got the toe knuckles are. Let's get that kind of pink area here. Much redder pinkish area. We get lots of blood flow through there. Kind of pull a little bit of this more up for indicating the shadow a bit stronger. And pull it up there as well. Kind of get some of that shadow in there. Gently, softly pull back some of the lighter stuff. Let's get some of the outline color. Just kind of clean this up a little bit. I hear my computer working pretty hard, and that's got me a bit concerned. It shouldn't be working as hard as it is. I think the room's quite warm right now, which is probably what's getting to it. Give me a moment here while I go ahead and save this picture here. There we go. This one. Just in case. I don't think we're going to actually have any problems, but when I hear the computer start chugging a bit, I get a little concerned. Smooth the edges of that a little bit. A little more. A little right here as well. Cool. That gets that foot fairly well footed. I want to bring in like indication tendons just across the top here a little bit. A little bit of that shadow. We'll pull in a little bit of shadow from the foot above it. There we go. That's feeling pretty cute, actually. I think I can be proud of those feet there. The downside is that where they're positioned in the painting, Twitter's going to cut them off. So we may have to adjust the painting a little bit to make sure that that doesn't happen. because Twitter kind of cuts off everything. When I've posted stuff, it cuts off like everything that's outside of like that box. So we're gonna have to make sure the feed are well within that. And I do not know how to do this. I guess maybe just zoom her out a bit, put some dead space below her would probably do the job. Like if we, if we hide the line art, it actually doesn't look much different. But if we pull her up a bit, so there's less hair, we can get the feet more in the painting. That might work. Though actually, if we lower her head some as well, that might help. Good. Oh, we would have to do these one at a time. So let's do this one, the line art. Like bring her chin to her arms. That would probably do the trick. At least to get a good start of it. Come on. You. Oh, right. Gotta deselect the selection. Ha! Yeah, if we do something like that, her chin on her arms, we can then cut off some of the hair and still keep a lot of her face in the painting. I think that'd be a good way to solve our little Twitter posting predicament. I don't really want to have the most complicated background, but I am going to slap one in just to kind of get rid of the white. She's got a lot of blues in the warms, so we're just going to kind of go with a gray blue for now. There's that. Let's grab it a bit darker. We can put like a slightly tilted horizon line on her. That fade as it goes that way. Actually, let's do that the other way. Let's fade as it comes closer to the camera. Remember you say something about bolos a few days ago. They are also in the story. Oh, neat. I will definitely want to have to take a look at that. The Bolo anti-orbital tanks there or whatever. Yeah, those are pretty cool things. I'd definitely be interested in taking a listen. Sounds like our author there really knows his sci-fi. So I've encountered very few people besides myself that knows anything about has ever read the book Bolo Brigade. There we go. Get a nice little gradient in there. We can then come in and kind of put a bit of a soft cast shadow. I don't want to make this one as nearly as harsh as the shadow we put on Ina. So we're going to make sure that the edges stay quite blurred and it's not going to get nearly as dark. This should to be like that-ish. just trying to get a little bit of shadow to pop her off the background a bit. Rather set her into the background. So she looks like she belongs with it. They do use a lot of classic sci-fi references and more modern ones. Let's see, like there are chapters involving Ava's from Evangelion. Ah, cool. I definitely enjoy me some Ava stuff. Just a little bit more shadow right in here at the contact and right in here at the contact. There we go. That actually sets her into the scene pretty nicely, I'd say. Gonna kind of pull in a little shadow under this. That tail's gonna get some. She's in a pretty soft diffuse light here. Make sure we blur, keep the edges pretty blurred. Okay. There we go. Let's get in here and clean this out. Ooh, I need to be careful about how we clean that out. Let me lasso it, I think. There we go. That's a bit better. That'll work. A little bit of shading for the shin shadows. Start pulling in some of the shadows over here. And shadows under the sleeves of the shirt. And drop the shadow in here. I don't know exactly where the thighs are, so we're kind of just putting skin tone all through there right now, and we'll sort it out later. A little bit of shadow shape in there, a little bit of shadow shape in here. Oh, there we go. It's starting to get some nice tones to it. Just a little bit in here. And we'll blend this together. So it's a bit more curved as it fades away. Or at least implies a bit more curve. And I want to pull this slightly brighter, slightly yellower right up here. Kind of get that, I don't really know what to call it. There's kind of a weird effect where you can get a little bit of a bright halo-ish thing right at the edge of a shadow. A little bit of this in here too. There's just a little bit shape there. There we go. That's feeling pretty nice. Soft just a tiny bit more. Okay, we'll soften there. Start pulling in some of this. It's a little brighter here. Soften this a little bit. Pulling more of a generic shadow over some of that. We'll pull some shadow through here. Get the general shape of those hoodie sleeves. Starting to cast shadow. Kind of like that. The shadow to pull the thigh back. Nice. See, this needs just a little bit more blend here. Cool. Let's bring in some of those nice oranges right through here. I want some right here, there, and there, just to kind of warm up that skin a bit. Let's see. That's kind of the top of the leg, and it's kind of wrapping back, so we gotta shadow it a little bit. Yeah, that's starting to look okay. We can get a tiny bit of highlight through there. This is one continuous boom. Cool. This is just incredibly soft right here, shadow-wise, as it is just the tiniest bit of convexness or concaveness in an otherwise convex shape. There we go. Maybe get a little more. Yeah. Pull that shadow through there. Just help the top of the foot kind of blend together. Cool, cool. Alright, those legs look pretty nice, actually. Let's quickly paint the arms. Not going to give these nearly as much love as we gave the legs, just kind of a quick go over, put shadow in them, but not really care. accuracy is less than important in this particular part. Just looking for a vague feeling of the right thing, as we're mostly going to be asking our viewers to glance past it. A little bit of brighter white blues there for the. Actually, let's do that with like a slightly greener blue. More in that range, yeah. Just get those highlight sort of zones going. And blend this a bit since it's not a smooth, or since it's not a sharp transition. Let's see. Let's get a little more shadow in here. It's getting pretty gray on the sleeves, though. There's a lot less color there. Hard to get a good shadow on a gradient like that, but we're gonna do our best. I like that, I think. Cool. That looks pretty okay for that sleeve. Like, it's not the most impressive sleeve, but it wasn't the point of the painting, so who cares? It only needs to be good enough to support the actual point of the painting, which was Goomba toes. Let's see, go a little bit darker here, just kind of make sure that there's an occlusion shadow going on. So we kind of had lost that. Pull that occlusion over there. Make it pretty thin for right here. Chomp. Alright. Let's get our edge chomped out. A little bit of highlight there. It doesn't have to be much. There's not a strong reason. We will put a little kind of glint of a strong highlight here, though. Glint. Not nearly that much. There we go. Oh, dude. Also, do you want to carpool to Mary's party on Saturday? Yeah, we can carpool to Mary's party on Saturday. Also, hey Matt, thanks for joining us. Glad to have you here. I needed to practice feet, so we're doing a bit of a foot study with a character notorious for foot memes. So hopefully, you know, Twitter likes it. The algorithms hopefully will like it. I actually think the feet came out looking pretty good, though, so I'm pretty happy with the way this study went. Also, I did say yes, yeah. You said that the RPG on Sunday was canceled. There you go. And get that grading of the blue hoodie in. And you wrote the date. Wrote the next August date down. No, put that in a text in Discord for me, would you? I'm not going to remember it through stream. I don't think I wrote it down. I can double check after stream. Either way, put it, text it to me via Discord, and I'll take a look afterwards. Once I finish with the painting. Get a little bit of that highlight through there. A little bit of wrinkle in this cloth here. That'll work. Doesn't have to be a lot, just kind of need to have the indication that it's there. Face. Let's see here. Grab a nice red pink ear for the mouth. See, this is the part when I do the painting style stuff where it always really starts to break down, is doing the very painterly style faces just tend to fall apart, and it annoys me. Okay, that's probably actually too saturated, too red. Let's pull more tongue color in here. There we go. So let's get the skin tone to fill this. I'll jump up on to an upper layer. So teeth in here. Shark. There we go. Sharp teeth. And I just softly blend the edges here. Alright, let's grab something like that. Can do the outline a bit. Cool. Oop. All right. Ah, dropped. Okay. And this outline here. Round the corners a bit. We should probably put that a little lower, actually. That's like the shadow of the nose. Ew. Might be too low. And we'll sort it out later. Jump up higher. Let's bring some of those lighter skin tones in. Put the highlight. Bit in that range, I want to say-ish. Something like that, probably. I can pull that in again. Let's get kind of that forehead general lightness. Start getting some gradients through here. Grab some of these more warm shadowies and pull those in. Elsewhere. Giving a soft roundness to the face. Tone that a bit. Let's see. Put some of that on this cheek. Soften that in. Yeah, that's starting to get the right shape, face shape feel. That weirdly dimensioned anime face characters have. Still got more skin. She's got more color in her skin than the actual character, but That I am less concerned with than the piece overall looking good, which I don't know how hard it would be to get her skin tone 80% paler and still keep it looking pretty good. Now we need to get the outline on the inside here. There, that'll work. Soften this outline just a bit too. Okay. Alright, let's jump into our dark blues and we can get Gura eyes. That centered? Yeah, that feels pretty centered. Cool. There's peoples in there. We go into a new layer? For that one we did. Yep. Cool. Which means we can actually just drop a layer behind them. And get a good start. There. Go. Yeah, her hair is not covering nearly enough forehead. It comes down to like here. I think that's kind of what I'm going about right now. And we actually need to kind of trim the shape there, I think. Yeah, that looks a bit more in the ballpark. Okay, let's get her signature little dark blue streaks. Go here, here. One there, excellent. And one more like here. Cool. That gets it. So, we do have the hairpins we also need to get back in there. And then the little pigtails as well. All right. a little bit darker, a little more saturated, or a little more blue, maintaining the saturation. There we go. We can start putting some shadows in here, bring out the edge of the tails a little better, show what's further back. Outline that just a bit. Sweet. Something like that ought to work. A little bit of this in over here just to kind of pull this part of the hair into the shadow a bit. Outline this. That bright red there and start getting the bottom half of those hair clips. Alright, let's jump back to those eyes now that the hair's kind of, well, actually, let's get some highlight across it. There we go. Now let's finish off with those eyes real quick. There. Let's see. She's got pretty small pupils. Jump up around here. Let's get some of that real saturated color in there. So we can really make those eyes stand out. Slide down. That into there a little bit. That, make sure those pupils are like extra dark. Let's gradient this a little more. And let's go a little green, get that nice teals in there. Cool. And let's also pull in just that little reflection off the top of the pupil there. Hey, there we go. That's starting to look pretty okay. Kind of shadow and get the edge of where that chin would be. Might even want to drop that to a slightly darker shadow. There we go. Grab just a touch of this. Nope, don't like that. It's better. Okay. Let's pull this here just a little bit, get that roundness up. Ah, nice, nice. Okay. And now let's just run around the... Oh, shoot. Run around the outside of the eyes. Get some of those warmths in there. A little red right through here. There. There. Yeah, that real thin area. Indicate the eyelids. We need eyebrows. Hers are very thin. Might have to do it this way. Just a tiny shadow under it. And a tiny highlight for it. Nice. There we go. Blushes. Nice, strong blushies. Help her look extra cute. Little shadows for the hair, just separate the strands a little bit. There we go. It's looking pretty good there. Let's see. We're gonna need to straighten up in here. I think we might actually be able to get away with painting the whole area between her legs there, almost all with That's her sweatshirt color. And I don't think anyone will question it. Might have to put a thin line right at the edge of the tail there. Just a touch of extra shadow. Well, that'll probably help. It's just a little farther from the camera than some of the other stuff. A little more tucked back. We can get just the slight edge of the hoodie hinted at here. And let's see, we're going to grab some reds as well to hint at the shark bite on the hoodie in the shadow. It might be too red. That's not dark enough. There we go, that's probably what we're looking for. Maybe pull that even darker. We don't want to go pure black, but we can really push this away and not really into pay attention zone. I think it'd be nice. Yeah, something like that ought to do. Be a little more shadow right in here. But overall, I think that's pretty good. I can clean that out just a little bit. Line in here we don't want. Oh, gotta get the other cuff of the other sleeve cuff. I guess I must have missed that. Gotta get that blended together proper like. Grab some of these grays here. Get those shadows in there. Nice, nice. Nice. Let's actually grab some of these shadowy grays for here as well. Put a highlight on that. Yeah. Okay, I think that seems like a pretty good painting, all things considered. I might. Oh, nope. She's pretty much fixed to the background there. I can slide the whole thing up just a little bit, just because we want to make sure that the actual study, the part that was designed to be the good-looking thing, is in screen for when we post on like Twitter or whatever. Okay. But overall, I'd say that's pretty good. We can kind of clean up the edges just a little bit down here. Now that we've got some lighting behind it, they're a little easier to, or shadowing behind it's a little easier to see than on the white. There we go. Alrighty, I think I'm going to call that good. It's been quite a productive stream. We got to really take a deep dive into making feet look good, which we struggled with quite a few times on stream before. So that's that feels good. Anyway, thank you all for coming. I appreciate it as always. And I have been Akaoni Giri. You have been a wonderful audience. Y'all have yourselves a wonderful evening and take care.